Green flag in the air. We're underway.
Ty Dillon gets a good jump from the outside to grab the lead.
Third.
Contact's already made.
I would say they made their contact together.
Green flag back in the air. Great restart for Ty Dillon as he puts 4 car lengths between himself and second place Tom Hessert. Coming out of turn number 4, it's Ty Dillon back in the gas. Green flag back in the air.
Here we go.
Tom Hessert's going to use the lap traffic of Milcoduno to get by Ty. He's going to bring Grant Enfinger with him.
So Tom Hessert out in front, Grant Enfinger running in the second spot. Chris Buescher is able to move around for third. And then right behind him, the 41 of Ty Dillon.
See Levi Youster up. This is coming off of turn number 4. We go down into turn number 1. You see Levi Youster, the white car. He's going to turn left. Matt DiBenedetto, the 14, was lapping Levi, was going to go by on the inside. Levi came down, and Matt made contact with him.
Coming out of turn number 4, green flag back in the air. Tom Hessert just in front of Chris Buescher. Ty Dillon's been able to move back up to the third spot, able to get by Grant Enfinger in that 36. And right behind him, the 25 of Brendan Poole.
See if we can see what happened here. You see the left rear tire, I believe, was already down. He just drove in the corner, Kenny, didn't have that rear grip.
Right. They were 3 wide a little bit before that. I don't know if he got his left rear cut. More than likely he got it cut. And there's just no way you can make it
back. Green flag back in the air.
Let's see this.
Here's our leaders right here. The 23 was right in front of them. Tom does a nice job going around the outside, as well as Buescher.
Coming out of 4, green flag back in the air. One and 2, side by side for the lead. Chris Buescher makes the move around Tom Hessert, takes that spot away.
Tom drives right back down to the bottom to keep Ty Dillon behind him. Look at Ty all the way down against the inside wall. Now he's got a fender up alongside.
Looking to take second away from Tom Hessert. Hessert has to run a little higher line. And Ty Dillon will take second away now, giving chase to Chris Buescher.
Here we're right along with Ty. That's actually, we're right along with Tom Hessert. You see Ty now, right at the start-finish line. They go down and turn number 1. Look at the 3 wide in front of him. That white car is Chris Buescher. Now Ty's going to try to follow Chris Buescher to the outside. Watch what happens when they get down here to turn number 3. He goes way up. He gets his right side tires up in the dampness.
Yeah.
So the caution does come out for the 20 of Drew Charlson. Around as the green flag flies once again here in Toledo.
And oh, by the way, you know that 44 car that cut that left rear tire down? That's Frank Kimmel, and he's running second going for the lead.
Yeah, and when he cut it down, he went a lap down. So it's just how quick things change here.
Got to spin over in turn 3 and 4.
22 is around. That's Chrissy Wallace as well as the 10, Robbie Bujo. Green flag back in the air. Chris Buescher just in front of the 41 of Ty Dillon. They are 1 and 2 as they work through turns 1 and 2.
Ty Dillon all over the back bumper of Chris Buescher, trying to figure out a way around him.
See what happens here. We're riding with Frank.
Heavy traffic here. There's Clint King, the 15 in front of him. Right out in front, that's Tim George. He may have had that left rear tire go down right then.
Green flag back in the air. Chris Buescher just in front of that 41 of Ty Dillon.
There's nothing James could do there. It just broke, and then that put him out of control, and this thing could have been a whole lot worse. Of course, it'd be hard to tell that to Kyle Fowler.
Out of 4 they come. Green flag back in the air.
Good restart, but the 2 cars up front, Chris Buescher, Ty Dillon. Heavy traffic back behind them.
Sliding sideways, the 17 of Chris Buescher. Side by side for the lead as they cross the stripe. Ty Dillon has the inside line now.
What a nice move by Ty. Frank Kimmel come right in front of them. They're going to be able to get by Frank. Looks like Frank may have cut down a right front tire.
Ty Dillon able to take the lead away from Chris Buescher. These two have battled all season long for the Rookie of the Year title and the championship.
Well, that's what I started to say before they got side by side, and then watch that.
Yeah, it was the 32 he was looking for. He wanted to say hello to Ryan Wilson. Doesn't appreciate the way he was racing him on the racetrack.
think
See the contract, the 52 gets in the back of the 58. Remember, we saw the 58 get into the left rear quarter of the 52 to get by him originally.
Yeah,
Here's Tom exiting the corner.
This is tempers flaring later in the race.
Ty Dillon out in front. Chris Buescher running second. Green flag back in the air. 17 to go.
Yeah, good jump by Ty Dillon. Chris Buescher spun the tires just a little bit there. Ty opened up 4 or 5 car lengths on him.
Well, they cross the stripe. The white flag is in the air. Here comes Dillon. Look at the inside. Around goes the 25 of Brennan Poole. Ty Dillon has to check up, and went by was the 17 of Chris Buescher. Buescher is your leader as they go through 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, the caution has come out. That means Chris Buescher is not going to get the checkered flag this time by. Green flag back in the air. One more time around.
Good enough restart by Chris Buescher that I don't think Ty's going to be able to get to him.
2 car lengths separate the 2 cars as they go down the backstretch. Now 3. Chris Buescher out in front. Buescher will come out of turn number 4, and that will be career win number 5 for Chris Buescher.
Talk about the run, Chris, and the opportunity that came upon you with that spin in turn 2.
Oh, man, that's just and they told me it was coming. Everyone do it, but you know, it was so much fun racing there at the end. It was rough, I'll tell you that. This thing, it's going to need a little work, as is a lot of these cars out here. But you know, I saw them get the racing up there, and I saw Ty hit the apron, and I knew where he was going. So it was just opportunity hitting us right there. I mean, we had a great car. We had a lot of laps, and I think it's noted we well deserve to be here.
Your crew chief told me before the race we went back to our 2010 setup. You tested yesterday, you tested this past Monday, but it seems like it's a winning combination with this race car.
Yeah, you know, we tested a lot of new stuff in this car, and it seemed to go fast at practice, and we got here, and I'm not going to say we struggled because it wasn't bad, but we figured that our 2010 setup was better, and it's dang close to it, and it worked out again. I mean, this track is really starting to grow. I mean, I'll tell you that.
Chris Buescher nails it again at Toledo Speedway. He is the 2011 Rookie of the Year in the ARCA Racing Series and a victor here in the season ender.
Well, no doubt about it. Some impressive numbers this year. The crew has gathered around, and we are down here for the official naming of a champion. How does that feel?
It feels awesome. Listen to these guys. This championship's all them, man. I couldn't do it without them and my grandfather and support of Chevy and everybody. Johnny Morris with Bass Pro Shops coming on for the last race. I told him we were going to put a show on for him. You know, I hate that's how they ended, but I race people the way they race me. I'm not going to get pushed around. But we're champions, and it feels great to do that in our first year. I got to thank the Lord first for blessing me and these guys with the talent and perseverance for the whole season. And it feels awesome. I can't thank everybody enough. My dad and my grandfather is so cool. It's special to me.
You know, this starts in Daytona and goes all through the season. You go to an incredible diversity of tracks with a couple of mild dirts and the short tracks. You told me about Salem and Winchester. Talk about your overall experience this season.
I can't thank the ARCA series presented by Menards enough. It's going to be a valuable learning step in my career, and hopefully we can continue to go far. And I'll always remember this year. Never been in races like this before in my life, and I'm sure I'll never forget them. I can't thank ARCA enough, and I would like to also, our prayers go out to the Weldon family. We heard about the tragedy out there in Las Vegas, and I know everybody in the IndyCar Series has heavy hearts right now.
Absolutely. Ty Dillon is the champion in 2011 right here in the ARCA Racing Series, presented by Menards, and in comes the trophy. Here you go, the official hardware for Ty Dillon, a champion named here today at Toledo.